Some people's ego is so big that they go on power trips. They wanted to be the biggest, the baddest, the best thing out, like the best thing ever made, ever created inside their world. And so the people that they're around, they are in environments where they think they're the head honcho, they're the best. Like, okay, everybody needs to look up to them. And they that's how they operate because it has to be them. They did this and they went through this and they this and that, this and this, and this is where they're at, whatever. And so it's like a superiority, inferiority complex. They want to be superior. And so they hang around people who they believe is less than them. And they have friends and just they basically size everybody up because they just want to make sure like nobody's doing better than them. Nothing's genuine that comes from them. And so they always want to be superior. But when it comes down to you and you have entered into their life, they feel so threatened because they feel deep down what you carry. They see what's in your spirit. They can tell. The demons that are on them can tell. They recognize your light a lot of times, maybe before you even recognized it. They probably had it out against you since you were born. They already recognize the light on your life. And the more you load up, the more you got successful, the more you became grounded in your walk, is when they got threatened and they got scared because, like, they started to think, oh my gosh, I'm not the superior one when I'm around this person because you're smarter than them and overall better and genuine and a happy person and all these great qualities that you have. You're a kind-hearted person, a pure soul that does not go around operating maliciously and wickedly and just not a negative person, pessimistic and all of those things. And so just the way you do life and live life, like they have a problem with it because that's not how they are inside. That's not how they are inside. That's who they proclaim themselves to be, of course, with the mask they carry and all the personas they put on and whatever else. But they know deep down that they're not that person. And so when it comes to you, they don't feel so superior anymore. They feel inferior. They do not want to let that title go that they made it for themselves. And so that's why they always try to bash you down. That's why they always try to go turn everybody against you. That's why they go with the smear campaign and the stories and uh like or bringing up your past. Like you're not that person anymore. You've grown. They can't keep up with the new version of you. They can't. So all they can do is keep up with or try to keep up with a past version of you, try to make people feel a type of way about you and try to do all this stuff so they can keep their position, their position that they made for themselves as a superior, but they're not that. Especially when it comes to you. You're the far more superior one because you have the most high God on your side, the angels. You are a chosen one. Everybody, many are called, few are chosen. This is not being egocentrical. This is just being real. When you know who resides in you and your faith and your belief, and you are truly a believer and a true follower, um, and your faith is so big and everything, then you are truly the superior one. And they hate that. They hate that what's inside you, they can't mimic They can't copy no matter how much physical stuff they copy, no matter that they try to copy your personality and so many things about you. They can't copy what's internal. They can't copy what's inside. They can't copy or mimic any of the things that truly matter. So they try to mimic the physical stuff. But the whole thing is they can't even mimic that at all. Anyway, because when you notice that they were the copycat spirit, the monitoring spirit, and the envious spirit, the provoking spirit, jealous spirit, all these things, you just pulled your energy back. And so you stopped telling them too much of anything and stop and just pulled your energy back to where you just monotone and not really, uh, not really giving them. So you just stop showing. You never showed all your cards. You never showed all your cards, and so they didn't even know what to copy. They tried to copy, and they do copy, and they copied everything they can, but they can't copy anything else. And you stop showing them just everything. So they tried to copy, but they couldn't copy what is internal, what's inside, because that's the calling on your life. So back to the topic, they tried to copy everything that they everything that embodied you, and because they thought like, okay, this is how I'm going to get the call on my life. This is how I'm going to be more like them. This is how I'm going to also have the spirit if I fake it. Like, no, there's no faking it. And the Most High God sees who's real and who's not, and sees who's just putting on a front. You can't fool him. You maybe can fool all these basic people, but you never could fool God. So anyway, their ego so big, so uncontrollable that they hate that they feel inferior around you. And you don't just go around just like you're not the person like, oh my gosh, I'm so better than you. I'm superior and you're inferior. Like you don't even put that on. That's not even who you are. They just recognize that and they put you on that high horse and they deem that about you. And so when you do come around, they do feel inferior and you are the superior to them and they hate that, especially if they're older than you or especially if they think they've like they're I guess sometimes tied to their profession or something. They're like, I've been doing this for so many years. Like, how could they be better than me? And you are, okay, but you never said it. You never said it. You're not all high minded. You don't have a haughty spirit. Like you're not in competition with anyone. You just want to be better than who you were yesterday and who you were last year and the year before that. Like there's no competition there. But these people are so I guess low self esteem and all these things that they always have everything in competition, even with the other people in their life who they call friends and family. They're always trying to size them up. And yeah, that's why they always want to know like what everybody make. That's why they such a monitoring spirit. Like want to know what's in your pocket checking you. How weird is that? Like as a grown adult woman or man, why you pocket checking another grown woman or another grown man? How hella weird is that? Hella weird because they're always everything is a competition with it. Competition that they're already losing, already lost because they already lowered their self esteem so much to where they had to compete. But that's why they're always having monitoring spirits, monitoring you, want to know what you do, want to know what you make, want to know where you live, want to know how you live, and want to know what you're eating, what's your diet, how much, what's your goal. Anyway, it's so weird that they try to do all this monitoring. And then when they monitor, they go around and tell people about you. They'll go tell people, "Oh, you're broke. Oh, you don't have a job." Like and you could tell how people, when other people when other people are trying to talk about you, and you hear them talking about the same stuff that it only came from one person. When they're like talking about your finances and stuff like that, you know exactly who it came from. And did they just want to go around and talk bad about you because they truly feel bad about themselves. But they're the weirdos that's already trying to pocket check you and do all these things. Their ego's so big, and when they feel that you are superior to them, because it's so much bigger than materialistic stuff. It's so much bigger than how much you make or where you live or things like that. It's so much bigger than that because it's within you. And so once they feel that they're the inferior one and you are the superior one, do they will do anything and everything to basically put you in your place, per se, put you in your place, um, to humble you. They go around, well, they won't tell you directly unless you have a falling out with them, but they'll go around to everybody else over the time while they're whole smiling in your face, the whole time smiling in your face, trying to steal your secret sauce, be around you so they could know everything about you and figure out the secret sauce to try to copy everything you do the whole time they're going around bad mouthing you, to put you in your place, to try to humble you to everybody else and try to just to basically make you appear like that you're not who you are or that you're not as great as you really truly are. They'll go around and talk so much mess around about you. They'll go around and run your name through the mud, run your name through the dirt. They'll go around saying all these things, telling all people your business, and to go around telling lies, even though they know they're lies. They'll go around spreading them because when people have the chance to be around you and see the grand calling on your life, and you could like, they don't want people to be around that because then the people too also realize you're better than them, better than the person who's spreading the lies, and realize that person who's spreading the lies has actually been lying the whole time. They just put two and two together. So that's why they always try to keep a separation in between the two. And so, anyways, when you are superior, they will try to humble you in any way, shape, or form. But when you have faith based confidence, there's no humbling you. You're already a humble person. You like they could say whatever they want and think that it's going to hurt your feelings, and you're literally just sitting here laughing it off. Like, how pathetic of them and how obsessive of them to just keep continuously talking about you. There's so many different topics in this world, especially this day and age, to talk about. Right? There's ICE, there's Agenda 2025, there's natural disasters and diverse places. And so there's all these things to talk about. Like, if they're watching this video, all of a sudden now they're going to try to talk about those topics that you just said because they're just weird. They want to know every day. But truly, no matter how monetary spirit they are, they don't know everything and they won't know everything. Because like I said, you pulled your energy back, and they like the devil never, if you don't speak on sides of things, that's why they say be quiet and keep your mouth shut. The devil never know where to attack. And these people don't have access to you because you cut them out your life. They have no access to you. And so they try to stalk you any way they can and try to get information any way they can. They're trying so hard to get back in your life. But just for what? Like, just for what? To come around you to feel inferior again? To come around you to learn some more about you, to learn how am I supposed to act now? What am I supposed to do? They're panicking. They're spiraling. They're going out of control. They have lost their protection. As it said, the Bible say, be careful because may have um, you may have entertained angels unaware. That's what you were in their life. You were like an angel. The prophets, the prophetess, the chosen ones, you were like an angel in their life who maybe was sent to help them, but they fumbled you. You were the blessing in their life. And so many of them regret that you're the one that got away. This is for family members. This is for exes. This is for friends, ex-friends, all the things. Definitely ex-family members as well. The one that got away. They didn't know how to treat you. They just look how they treated Yahweh. Look how they treated Jesus. And they all regretted it. Well, but it was too late. And so of course they'll do the same to you when you have them who reside inside you, and you are a true believer. So they're just doing the same thing, and they fumbled, and now so they lost their hedge of protection, and so their life is crumbling. No matter how much they try to put on a smile and a front and a facade, and act like everything is all great and hee hee ha ha, their whole world is crumbling down. Yeah, so there is big giant ego did nothing. It did nothing but make them compare, make them belittle, make them be mean girls and mean boys. Just that's what their ego did. And so highly how they thought of themselves. It's like they have a big ego and they think highly of themselves, but they think poorly of themselves too, based on how they allow themselves to be treated. It make it make sense. It doesn't make sense, but they let their ego get in the way.